Dave, you're still in the shake-up to be National Hunt Jockey for 2011. With Punchestown week coming up, I'm sure, only 4 behind Paul Town, and it's going to be a big week for you.
Yeah, it'll be tough. It'll be very hard to catch Paul, and I'd be more concentrating on trying to, with the Grade 1 winners and things, Gigginstown have a couple of lovely horses, and that's the races they want to be in, so that'll be my primary thought for the week. It's in the heart of National Hunt racing, and I think the staff at the track do a wonderful job. Like, from a jockey's point of view, we haven't to worry of anything on any given day at the festival. The ground is always in tip-top shape. Anything we ask for, we receive. They're very, very helpful. And then the local people, the Punchestown around Naas and Kildare and the surrounding area is brilliant. And then the English people add to it as well when they bring over their horses, their quality horses, which adds to it again. And it's just a fantastic meeting.
Davy, Ireland had a fantastic Cheltenham with 13 winners, and I believe 11 of those horses are turning up at the Punchestown Festival.
Yeah, isn't it wonderful? that we're such a small island, and if there was such thing as an Olympics for horse racing, to be sick of getting gold medals, So we're lucky in that aspect that we've such good breeding stock, and from the breeders always up to the people working in the yard. We're overloaded with them, and we can see them going through to the English yards, and I'd imagine a lot of them people are a big cog in the wheel, a lot of them English yards as well.
Davy, it's been, I suppose, a fantastic year for Gigginstown House with the horses and the way they've been running. They're in great form. What have we to look forward to from the Gigginstown runners next week and for your own mounts? Yeah,
I'd imagine, Carlito ran a credible race in Aintree, Carlito Rogante, and he's a winner at the Cheltenham Festival, and I'd imagine they might see if there's something there for him. First Lieutenant also won at the festival, and I rode him work the other day, and he's in tip-top shape. Hopefully, you'd imagine he'd like the ground on the easy side, so that would be a big thing for him to see what way the ground will be on the day. And then it gets competitive then after that with all these winners' races and handicaps, and we'll have to wait to see what the weights are going to do for them.
And Davy, what are your thoughts on the big championship races, I suppose, starting firstly with the Tuesday?
Yeah, you have all these quality horses coming out again, so every one of the grade ones are going to be true grade ones, and a lot of the farm horses, there's very little between them. There's been no horse win any championship race with superiority yet this year, so obviously they're all going to be very competitive races. The 2 mile champion chase is the race from a jockey's point of view. It's a wonderful race to ride a championship horse in them. Won it a few years back on Mansoni, and it's all about speed and jumping and accuracy, and getting things right down to the minimal point, so from a jockey's point of view, to ride in a good horse in a championship 2 mile race is what it's all about.
What about the champion hurl on the Friday, David?
Yeah, sure. We're overloaded with talent in this country. We've won forever. Hurricane Fly, he's a fantastic horse. In my book, Solwit is as good a horse as I've ever ridden, and I tried 7 miles from Sunday to try and beat him, from taking him on to sitting behind him 2.5, 2 mile. People were trying to downgrade Solwit, and they were trying to downgrade 1,000 Stars, who again boosted it in Aintree. He's just a phenomenal horse, and he'd be my pick in that race.
What about Binocular?
Yeah, obviously he had a bit of a setback in Cheltenham and didn't really run to scratch in Liverpool, but I'd imagine he won't be coming for the crack. He's coming to take part, and if he turns up on the day, he'll definitely be a danger.
Punchestown, Davy, it does a wonderful atmosphere there for the week, despite all that's going on in the country with recessions and all. But still, whatever it is, I think people seem to forget about it. Their troubles seem to go away when Punchestown week comes around. Yeah,
well, it's country people, it's country folk, women and children and men, and they're going to keep this country going, from the farming communities always up to the National Hunt people. They're a brilliant bunch of people, and it's great for the kids. You can bring your kids. I know my nieces and nephews, and they'll all be spending a few days in Punchestown, so it's brilliant for them. As I said, the staff at Punchestown cater for everybody.
Davy, finally, First Lieutenant was a very good winner at the Cheltenham Festival, and going into this race, which is in next week, it's such a competitive race, but do you think he's good enough to follow up again here in Punchestown?
Yeah, well, it'll be a furlong less, and he may go for the 2 mile race yet. So I'd imagine he'll go for the 2.5, but he's still in the 2 mile race, and it's a furlong less than what he experienced at Cheltenham. He was only getting going at the death. So, you know, if we can make stamina play, he'll take part, all right.
Of all the horses running next week, is there one that Davy Russell would love to be throwing the leg over?
Oh, there's a lot. I'd love one go off Hurricane Fly. I think he's a fantastic horse. You know, I know what it's like to ride a good horse in Solway, but he's just better.